And today we're talking with New Brunswick native JFR about some new projects that are going on with him and what he's been up to these last little while. I mean, you're a very busy fellow here from out east. When you do get out east, you keep yourself quite occupied in doing some shows. Tonight, an acoustic set here at Plan B. I want to talk about this project that you're working on, your latest project. It's got a very much a rock feel, which is your niche, I think, in music. You really know how to express that. But it also seems to have a bit of an 80s tinge to it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know, I definitely, when I kind of started listening to English music, because I was raised up north, and so I was brought up in French pop and Quebec pop quite a bit. That was a lot of the content that we would hear on the radio. But when I kind of discovered more like my niche in music was when I was going through my teens, and that's when the Seattle scene was kind of happening. And so I really connected with you know, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, all that kind of thing, but also like the old style of music, like the late 60s and Led Zeppelin I was a huge fan of, Pink Floyd, and, you know, all kinds of different sounding bands like that were of different musical genre. And so, you know, I did my first album, No Second Chance, which I recorded out west and was released in 2009. And that was...
copy right here, actually, if you want.
Yeah, that's the copy right here. And so it is available on iTunes. And so when I kind of did my first album, it was really an exploration of, you know, sounds and things like that. I was newly moved out west at that point, and I was using being from the Maritimes, I was using a lot of organic kind of styles, you know, more folky, more, you know, there's cello, there's piano, there's more like organic kind of feels. So when I recorded my new album, I really, you know, learned a lot of the process of recording and everything, but I wanted to do something that was a little more radio friendly and something that was a little more, you know, marketable, I suppose.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm not a metal guy. I'm not a alternative rock kind of guy. I really like straight up rock nowadays, you know, like Foo Fighters type of stuff. But you know, I hear a lot of bands like Muse and a lot of bands are now kind of bringing a lot of old synths from the 80s, and they're kind of making a resurgence, I suppose, if that's a word.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Anyway, so yeah, I decided to incorporate that in my songs. A lot of the songs were kind of written, I felt had like an old school rock kind of feel to it, and I just wanted to give him a little bit of a modern touch. And so that's how I went about it. I actually have a good friend here in Moncton. His name is André Leblanc. He plays in a band called BBMB, and he is the synth master around here. And so we did quite a bit of work together and brought back some pretty cool sounds from way back when.
So what can we expect as the end process to all of this, as far as when it's going to be available? What are your plans for the next few months?
Well, you know, it's really all kind of unfolding in front of my eyes right now. So, you know, I am just returning permanently to the Moncton area. And just in fact, we're playing tonight here at Plan B. We're doing an acoustic show. So we're doing an acoustic rendition of all of our rock songs. Because, you know, in the market, in the Maritimes, you know, that's what people relate to more. Now, we are going to, you know, do our rock shows on different nights, but, you know, I want to stay versatile, and I want to stay in a fashion that we can be, you know, employable on a weekend, but we can play on a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night too. So, you know, we can cater to different venues and stuff. So, you know, acoustic was a huge part of the Seattle scene, because a lot of these grunge bands were bringing their heavy sound to the MTV music shows. And so this is kind of what tonight is about. And, you know, I want to keep this project versatile, and it's ever growing. And so we're going to be releasing the album self-titled JFR, and we're going to be hopefully bringing some of those songs to the radio, knocking on some doors and seeing if we can have any luck to it. And I'm also in talks with some producers about our next recording project, which I don't want to spill the beans right now, but anyways, it's going to take place mostly here in the Maritimes. And yeah, I want to, you know, it's at one point in your life you do a lot of traveling. It's good to come back to your roots, to find, you know, to really
Keeps you grounded, gets you back.
keeps you grounded.
Get you back
exactly.
on track. Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly enjoyed my time out west, and it did bring my career to a different place that it wouldn't have if I wouldn't have been there. But now it's really time for me to come home.
Well, we'll look forward to so many more developments over the next few months. JFR, you'll keep us up to date with what's going on.
You betcha. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to keep an eye out for JFR on BuzzMoncton.com's events page. Find out what he's up to and what the entire city and area is up to, for that matter. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you next time.